time, monster. You don't belong in this world.
You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Hey guys, I'm PhilInTheBlanks and welcome to Let's Play Darksiders, specifically the Warmastered edition, but I think it's pretty much the exact same game. I don't think there's any changes in it. I'm specifically playing the Wii U version, despite the fact that I originally was gonna play the Xbox One version, but then I ended up not having it. I found the Xbox One and PS4 versions had problems with their audio, just not going well in cinematics and stuff, and whatever. And plus, I wanted to, as a collector, I'm getting around to collecting every Wii U game that's been out. There's not a lot of them, and Darksiders was one of them, so I figured I'd play this one. So instead of doing a full trophy walkthrough, or achievement walkthrough, I guess, which I was originally going to do, we won't be doing that, unfortunately, but I'll still be going through some of the trophies or achievements that you can get if you guys are playing for that reason. First difference, I'm playing this on normal difficulty. That way I can make a... well, I'll tell you in a second.
Armies of heaven and hell have waged an endless war. Drawn to the conflict was the Charred Council, an entity bound by ancient laws to preserve order and balance. It held that any great power, unchecked, threatened the very fabric of the universe. In time, heaven and hell came to honor the council and its laws, for none were beyond the swift and terrible justice of the council's enforcers, a fearsome brotherhood known as the Four Horsemen. Amid the turmoil, the first humans emerged. The council foretold that these weak but cunning creatures would someday be integral to the balance. Thus, a third kingdom was named, the Kingdom of Man. By order of the council, a truce was forged between heaven and hell. The great pact was bound by 7 seals, to be broken at the appointed time, when man's kingdom stood ready for the end war. A battle that would bring balance and determine the ultimate fate of the 3 kingdoms.
Woo, backstory. And now we're modern day. THQ Nordic, because THQ went bankrupt before they were able to finish this franchise. So the story is about the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. In this one, you specifically play as War. In the second game, you play as Death. And that's when the series kind of ended until earlier this year. THQ Nordic, which is the company that kind of formed from another company buying Nordic Games, I think, buying THQ, announced that Darksiders 3 will be made, which is very, very cool. So we're in, modern day. Meteor clusters hit the Earth, and everyone's just standing around going, "Oh, let's watch the TV." It's like, guys, jeez, yes, did you not hear? Meteor clusters are hitting the Earth. Friggin' run away. So yeah, I'm playing this on normal difficulty to make a better Let's Play. If I was playing this on hard mode, there would be a lot of restarts, editing, because of deaths, because it's much harder. But if you were playing for an achievement, or for a full trophy list, play on Expert. It's not crazy difficult. It's definitely doable. It just, in my opinion, wouldn't make for a fun Let's Play because of how much I'd be retrying things or getting things wrong. Because, I mean, it's hard enough to talk and play at the same time. It's probably very difficult to play a hard mode game and talk at the same time, so I'm not going to do that. Roar, big evil man. I love how everyone's just staring for a while. Jeez. My wife and I talk about that a lot. When there's friggin' destruction, like towers start coming down, we're like, all these idiots bring out their iPhones and taping it or just watching it. I'd be running so friggin' fast. Like, you wouldn't see me, like, checking this stuff out. I'd be gone the second man, meteor clusters are hitting the Earth. Oh, I'm not hanging around a big city watching a big TV screen waiting for this big idiot throwing a truck around, or a bus around. So, the beginning of the game is really just like, what the hell's happening? This is War, this is who you play. The overly designed character of War, and I know, looks stupid, but I love his design. stupidly like a 12-year-old's version of badass, but I love him. There he is. Look at him. So cheesy. I love it. I love this game. It is cheesy. It is filled with like what teenagers would think is edgy and cool, and it is, but I like it anyways. It's basically Legend of Zelda meets God of War, and clearly we're going to do a lot of the God of War stuff this episode because it's teaching me about the mechanics. Haven't played in a little while, but I did like, I 1000'd it like earlier this year, and then I platinumed it last year, so I somewhat know what I'm doing. Jeez, yeah, this will be like the 5th time I played through this game. In the last couple of years there. I do like it a lot. I don't like the second one all that much, weirdly enough. Mind you, I didn't give it enough of a chance. I played the first hour and was like, yeah, I'm not a fan. And then just kind of stopped. And that was when it first came out. I really should play it again. So the game is, again, the combat's very God of War. You attack, there's light attacks, there's heavy attacks. You can go into a chaos form, which you'll do right now, but you won't get this for multiple hours into the game. So, I don't know why they're teaching about it right now. And you'll notice I have, oh, well, it's gone now, but all that health, which, spoiler alert, you get to lose. It's like a Metroid game. You start off with all this stuff and you're going to lose it very soon. Yep. So, there's a couple achievements you can start getting right now. Well, not right now, because now I'm in weird apocalypse mode, and you kind of need to be out of apocalypse mode. But obviously little things like Slayer is an achievement where you kill 666 demons. That will just come naturally. A lot of the achievements will come naturally. Rivers of Blood is shed 3,000 gallons of demon blood. You will get that right away. Like, not right away, but I mean, those two are secret achievements, and you're just gonna get them. You know what I mean? There's one that's like, open a bunch of treasure chests. Like, you'll just get those. So there's no sense in even mentioning them. Take out these angels! Take them out. I haven't played normal mode in a long time. I'm so used to playing on expert that I'm hoping that normal mode is somewhat easy. That way I can just talk and not really concentrate too hard on like crazy combos or anything like that until later in the game. But I mean, this is the tutorial area, so I highly doubt I'm gonna have any trouble. Is that all of them? Is that it? Nope, you're shooting lasers at me. Die. Yeah, I'm sorry. When you're an angel, you're just gonna go to heaven. Actually, I guess that's not true. It's not like they're not humans who've been turned into angels. Angels have already been around in this universe, and I guess when they die, they're dead. Oh no, something bad happened. So yeah, the game explains very little at the beginning. There, I've already lost half of my life permanently. Alright, so as regular war, one of the achievements you can get right away is open air parking, which is destroy a helicopter during the apocalypse with a vehicle. So, you know, if you look around, oh, well, cinematic now, but if you look around and there's a helicopter, you can throw a car at it, and that's an achievement right away. If you don't get it, this is the only time in the game you can get it, so it's not a big deal if you don't, though. If you beat the game and you didn't get it, start a new game on easy, and then just do it. So, there you go. Another one that you want to start working on right away is improvised kills, which is kill 150 enemies with environmental kills. So like cars, for example, or street posts. Here it's not crazy easy to do because enemies take a lot of hits. But when you actually get started with the game, you'll be fighting a lot of little stupid zombies that take like 2 hits each. And there's a ton of like debris to kill them with. Start right away as soon as you can with that stuff. Because as you go later in the game, that debris starts not coming back, and enemies get harder in those areas, so if worse comes to worse, you're done the game, you still haven't got it, you can start a game over again, and I'm pretty sure it's cumulative, so if you had like only 4 left to go, you know, at the beginning of the game you'll end up getting it, but just to make your life a lot easier, start it right at the beginning of the game. And I'll tell you exactly where the achievement should pop if you start doing it near the beginning of the game. Other than that, all the achievement sets and stuff are very much just play the game and collect stuff. Even without going out of your way to collect all the stuff, every time you gain a new ability or a new weapon, there's an achievement or a trophy attached to it. So, oh, okay, I guess you guys were just there to be taken away. I'm gonna grab this and fly away. So now it's teaching you about the maneuver abilities and stuff like that. It won't get very Zelda-y until a bunch later in the game. There's 4 main dungeons that are very Zelda dungeons, but the game takes its friggin' sweet time getting to those parts. So, there's a lot of story at the beginning, there's a lot of just running around, learning new abilities. The game throws a lot at you at the very beginning. So, get good at it. Running. So this game originally came out in, I think, 2010 or something for the 360 and PS3. And it's funny because it did okay. People remember it, but not a lot of people were like, oh man, Darksiders, yes. And I picked it up because I heard it was, you know, Zelda plus God of War, and I was like, sure. And I ended up really liking it. And everyone's always talking like, man, they should make like a mature Zelda. And I'm like, Darksiders, just pick up Darksiders. And I still say that to this day when people come into my work and like, I like Zelda, but I don't like, I like blood and gore and stuff. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that if that's what you like in your, hello, open, oh, there's more guys. Oh, geez, a lot more guys. But I tell them about Darksiders, and now that both games, Darksiders 1 and 2, have been re-released on current generation consoles, it's very easy to recommend. So yeah, and I mean, the game still looks fairly good. I mean, this is pretty much the exact same thing as the 360 PS3 version. I doubt they did any changes. In fact, the PS4 and Xbox One versions are worse than the 360 and PS3 versions. There's a lot of slowdown, there's a lot of problems. So far, this one's going okay, I guess. I mean, I just started it, so I can't really say much. But I heard the audio issues from the PS4 and Xbox One editions are not in this one, and I really hope they're not, because I really don't want to have to fix that in editing. We'll find out once the cinematics really start going. Like the in-engine, I guess, cinematics or whatever. Pump. Oh, how'd that miss? It, like, moved him. That's bullshit. So there's a lot of fighting in this game. Wow, that was really stupid. A lot of fighting in this game, obviously, and I tend to not do a lot of Let's Plays that are really heavy on just combos and fighting enemies and stuff. They're more like retro and maneuvering around mazes and levels and stuff. So if this Let's Play is going on and you're feeling like, man, Phil's just spending like a whole episode is just fighting the same guys, let me know. I can edit those parts out, or edit fights to be shorter, or to only show things that were really cool, or newer enemies, or you know what I mean, right? I want this to be entertaining for you guys. So, also, sorry it took so long to get freaking Darksiders out. It was one of those things that I mentioned in my January update for 2017. That was going to be one of the first things I was going to do, and now it's friggin' end of September. Well, when this goes up, it's more near the middle of September right now. Alright, here's some story. I'll try not to talk too much during story parts, unless it's to make fun of something. But I mean, when they're not talking, I'm gonna talk. Oh, watch this angel. He's gonna die. Ah, he's dead. Way to pay attention. Man, these angels are bad at making sure things don't attack them. Like, maybe you guys should work together and keep demons off your six. And other various terminology from movies like Top Gun. Oh, there's a horn.
Impossible. Abaddon. What is this? Where are my brothers? This cannot be. The final seal.
My lord!
How did this happen? The seventh seal was not broken!
Abaddon! What in heaven's name have you done?
I answer the call.
So a lot of unanswered questions. Like, what the hell's going on? Who are all those people? They do explain it, like, right after this guy. But basically, the apocalypse has started, but it wasn't supposed to. And, oh yeah, throw cars at this guy. boop. I love that. It looks like it's hurt him so much. He's just like, ow! Like, it's just so funny to me. I don't know why. Yeah, I heard it. Oh my god, a car? You threw a friggin' car at me? Like, yes, you're trying to kill everyone, dude. But yeah, so I find it funny, like, everyone's like, war, you brought the apocalypse, but you weren't supposed to. And I'm just like, man, they were fighting before I even got there. Like, this shit, like, you guys don't have to keep fighting. If you guys don't want the apocalypse to happen, then stop fighting. If you have to wait till, like, the appointed time or something. It's not friggin' my fault. Oh, geez, watch out. Why did I go back? So you have, like, a dodge roll kind of thing, like in God of War. You are not invincible during it, but it just gets you away from things quickly. One of the major things about combat in this game is knowing which direction to dodge. Ow! Which direction to dodge. I don't know why I'm really entertained by that. Which direction to dodge for each enemy's attacks, because some attacks you really got to go left or right because they're going to lunge forward. Sometimes going left or backwards is better. You know, things like that. That's the major crux of the combat system. It's fairly simple, I guess. It's all about finding combos that work. There are other weapons you'll be able to get to. Right now, all I've got is the sword and a bunch of combos that I'm doing right now that I won't be able to do once I lose all my power. Watch out. Slow-moving big guy. Actually, he's fairly quick. And look at the way, like, whoomp, he just brings his hand back. Yeah, so as I was saying about the aesthetics of this game, it's cheesy and way over the top, but I sort of love it. Because it means that people designed it. I think a lot of the problems with a lot of games nowadays is, where is the car? Ah, the car blew up in my face. A lot of the problem with a lot of games nowadays is because a lot of games are going for realism, which is understandable. A lot of games lack an aesthetic design. Everything's just trying to look real. So that's all they go for. And I won't name games, but I think you know what I'm talking about, where it's like, oh, monster, and the monster just doesn't stand out or anything. And I don't know, in this, to me, things stand out because it's so over the top. Like, this is the type of stuff that like, an emo kid draws in his math journal. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think is cool about it. Some of the monsters later on... Oh, I'm dying. Some of the monsters later on look like they belong on, like, a friggin' metal album from the 80s. Oh, and I can't even move around anymore. I'm screwed. Damn. Here's more cinematic. Ow.
The law has been broken.
Oh, that was a bad touch.
So have you, horsemen.
So, if heaven and hell have agreed to, like, you know, do the council's bidding, then wouldn't it be bad for them to kill the horsemen? I think it's the rules, I don't know.
Shall ride forth to punish the wicked, be they sons of men, lords of heaven, or the dregs of hell. All upon the earth will be judged, and the pact forged anew. You forget your post, horsemen. You forget the law. No call was given, yet the destroyer marched, and there you were found, under his black banner, if the claims are true. To hell with your claims. The seals were broken. I was summoned. Then where are the other horsemen? Were they not summoned as well? The 7 seals are hidden, as they have been since the pact was forged eons ago. All of them intact. There was no call. You aided the Dark Ones, broke a sacred covenant that has doomed mankind, and threatened the balance. Do you deny it? When I rode, heaven and hell were already at war. Abaddon was there. He knew something. Abaddon fell, fighting off the chaos you unleashed. I fought powerless against the demons, and still you accuse me? Your defeat proves nothing. Likely the Destroyer cast you aside when he was finished with you. You have defiled the law, horseman. You will be punished.
I serve only the Council. Only the balance. As the Horsemen always have. Send me back. I will punish the ones responsible.
How? What hope do you have against the Destroyer's armies? You are powerless.
Then I will fail. And the demons will have carried out your sentence.
Very well. You will return to the Earth. But you will be watched. Come forth.
Oh, it's still going. My God. I'm trying to end my episode, guys. Come forth. And he's just like, yeah, sure, I'll put my hand in the lava. Well, we didn't tell you to do that. We just said, come forth, man. Oh, yeah. One of the big reasons why everyone should like this game or play it. The Watcher. Voiced by... Come on, say something.
Remember that, or I will really get under your skin.
Mark Hamill. Luke Skywalker himself. The animated Joker from Batman. And he's awesome. He's one of the best parts of this game.
Rise, war, and arm yourself.
And alright, with that, I'm PhilInTheBlanks, and I hope this one goes well. I hope you guys enjoy this series, and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for more Let's Play Darksiders.